And welcome back to Chapter 30 in the My Pokemon Academia What If series. We're just moseying along the road now, folks. Last time at the Pokemon My Hero Academia What If crossover, Midoriya and Shinzo and Atsui had just left Swampwood City after earning the Multiform badge. But danger lurks over the horizon. A sinister duo is planning the ultimate caper, the ultimate heist, the ultimate subversion of society's norms. But before we get to that, or even really get into that story arc, we're still heading on the road to Drakai City for our 7th gym battle. And that's where we find our heroes. Now, Drakai City, in terms of its location, is a little bit ways away. It's through Mount. It's in the more mountainous area near a waterfall in the region, and it's almost like a overlook kind of a city. It actually overlooks like the peak of mountain, it ends on the edge of a mountain. There's a railing and everything, so you don't fall off, and you can actually see the next neighboring town, which is what was the name of that city? What was the name of that town? Hold on one second. I want to get that name right because I didn't get it right the first time. The name of said town that it overlooks is High Peak Town. High Peak Town, which is the lighthouse kind of just fishing town that, or village or city, if you will. Boats. It's a very marine-based industry in that town, and that is where our villains are located, as we showed off in the last chapter. But yeah, it's still a very large, very scenic. Very, very lovely town near a waterfall in the mountains. The gym itself is located within the mountainside, as it is. Similar to the gym in Pokemon X and Y, the Rock Gym, the second one. That one was literally located in the mountain. And as our heroes get there, they're reviewing the local scenes, going to the Pokemon Center to get their Pokemon treated. Oh, well, should we look into Challenge's gym now, or should we wait? Well, I mean, one of us can get a gym battle in. I mean, there's still no time of day, I think, for that. Then the next one, then we can challenge. The other guy can challenge the gym next time. All right, wait, and then okay, Midoriya, but who's going to go first? Well, I mean, I don't mind if you go first, but I don't mind if you go first. So who's going to go first? It's like, maybe you guys should rock paper scissors for it. It's like, rock paper scissors shoot, rock paper scissors shoot. Ha! All right, okay, I'm not going to go. Shinzo isn't that expressive. It's like, looks like I won again, Midoriya. You always get to go first. Well, maybe you should just said I want to go first. Too bad. I get to go first. It's like, it's like, woo, all right. So wait, so who's the gym leader of this town again? It's like, don't tell me you kids have forgotten me already. And there is Ryuko sitting there with I forgot to put the picture of Nijiri up there, but Nijiri's there too. It's like, how can you forget Ryuko Sensei? She's awesome. How are you two doing? How are your Pokemon doing? Caught any new Pokemon? What are you doing? Forgive Nijiri. She can be as you may remember, she can be a little on the hyper side. Like, yeah, don't we know? That's right. You're the gym leader here, aren't you, Ryuko Sensei? Or, I guess I could call her Sensei. Yeah, please, it's just Ryuko. But yes, I'm the gym leader of Drakai City. I'm more than happy to get a match ready for you if you'd like. And Shinzo and Midoriya's like, yeah, no, absolutely. Let's get this started. Oh, can I referee? Can I referee? It's like, okay, Nijiri, you can referee. It's no problem. It's like, awesome! And then she just rushes there. It's like, my God, I'll never understand where she gets all that energy from. Well, shall we go? And they go, and it's a pretty standard layout for a gym. I mean, there are some rocks, and there may be a bit of a water. Bit of a pond in the middle, like you kind of see. I think which episode was it? In the Pokemon League, when on the Orange Eye Lake, that was it. Where there was actually a pool in the middle. It's actually a standard in terms of size, but it is varying because obviously Ryuko is a Dragon type gym leader, and Midoriya even gives that warning to Shinzo. Be careful, Ryuko is probably the best Dragon type user in the region. That's right, she's a Dragon type user. It's like, now just so you're clear, I'm sure you're aware that some of the gyms in this region have a bit of a gimmick to them, be it a double battle or certain rules that come with it. The last two gyms are a bit different, though. It's a full Iron Man style battle, or battle royal. We'll both use the full roster of our teams against each other. Full roster is like, is there a problem with that? After all, I only have 5 Pokemon on my team. I would hope you'd have a full team of 6. It already gives you a leg up over me. It's like it's not a problem per se. I'm just surprised you'd give us some trainers an advantage like that. Oh, you think you're going to beat me so easily? Is that right? Well, no, that's not exactly what Oh no, I see how it is. You just think I'm just some feeble young trainer who can't handle herself. Oh, you wound me, you brute, you. It's like, what? No, you're just teasing. It's like, I'm just teasing you. It's fine. So then, Nejiri, would you like to get the facility started? It's like, yes. All right, this is a battle between the trainer Ryuga Gym Leader from Drakai City and Shizu from, I didn't give him a town that he came from, so from this town. Both trainers will use as many Pokemon they have on their team without substitutions. All right, ready? And begin. Dragonair, I choose you. By the by, can we just comment how Dragonair is one of the most perfect designs of a Pokemon ever and how Dragonite kind of F's that up really hard? Like, seriously. Like, I'm just going to take maybe a minute to just talk about this real quick. Like, I've always loved Dratini and Dragonair. They are such elegant, serpentine, but clearly dragon Pokemon. And then what did they do with Dragonite? They made this derpy, just woo. That's what he sounds like in like Pokemon Snap and like Stadium. Like, what did you do? Like, was that really the design you wanted to go with? It looks nothing like Dragonair or Dratini at all. Like, nothing about it matches. And Dragonair is a very powerful Pokemon still, but like, why? Yeah, this really does not add up at all. I've seen some fan images of what like Dragonair's evolution could have looked like. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, Gyarados is theorized to possibly have been an evolution for Dragonair. And Dragonite might have actually been an evolution for Magikarp, but who knows? Anyway, back to our RG schedule program. Seeing as he gets to use all of his Pokemon in this match, he has to save like his strongest. Malamar's his strongest. He gotta save him for last. So he basically decides, all right, if I can't beat her straight out, I'm gonna have to just start to whittle her down from the beginning. Chatot, I choose you. Chatot, or whatever Chatot sounds like. So and the battle begins. So where did I begin here? Oh yeah. So Chatot, he says that Chatot uses Sing to try to put Dragonair to sleep, but Dragonair immediately counters with a Thunder Wave. Chatot immediately becomes paralyzed and the Sing is canceled. Chatot tries to use Chatter, but stalls because it's frozen. It's paralyzed. It can't move. Yeah, and gets hit with a Dragon Tail. Chatot is not doing very well, but immediately counters back with a Dragon Tail of its own because it was able to use Mimic. Remember why I put certain Pokemon on people's teams. And at some point, I might do it kind of like I did the Lantern Core series. Maybe I'll do a Pokemon series where I'll make teams for characters in fiction. Put that in the comments below if you'd like that. I'm considering doing that at some point. But I chose Pokemon that could learn are either sound-based because his quirk is, vocal-based. Either have a look that says, because Dusclops and Pangoro are very tough or scary-looking, and Shinzo has a bit of a ghoul-like appearance, or a Pokemon that can mimic things because he can mimic a voice with his voice amplifier, or it's not amplifier, but it's the mask he wears. But anyway, his mimic allowed him to copy the Dragon Tail, which hit Dragonair. Dragon types are super weak to Dragon types, so even though Chatot is not doing well, Dragonair is also now feeling that hit. Dragonair took a pretty solid hit, but Chatot's attack is far lower, obviously. Chatot tries to Dragonair uses Dragon Age, and Chatot counters again with Dragon Tail. Both hit, but unfortunately, Chatot is too weakened to really go much further than that. And even though it hits, Dragonair is still standing while Chatot gets knocked out. Chatot is unable to battle. The winner is Dragonair. Choose your next Pokemon. Come on, let's see what you got. Oh god, okay, that's enough. Thanks, I got it. Does she know the meaning of? Does she know the meaning of relaxation? I'm not sure she's ever known that. But she's right. It's time to choose your next Pokemon. I choose you, Hypno. I can't remember Hypno's actual what he sounds like. Hypno. I remember Drowsy's drowsy. But Hypno, I think Hypno would sound a bit more like Hypno. I don't know why he sounded a little Hispanic on it. Hypno. It sounded a bit like the stereotype, typical like Mexican on right. Hypno. So I'm not meaning to offend. I just realized that's kind of what I'm sounding like right now. But Hypno. There we go. Anyway, Hypno. So he sends out Hypno, who uses hypnosis, and that does actually hit. Right as Dragonair is about to try to come in with Aqua Tail, Dragonair falls asleep, and then Hypno comes in with a Psybeam, which luckily Dragonair's HP was low enough that knocks it out. So Dragonair's unable to battle. Hypno's winner. All right, they're cheering from the stands. All Ryuko's though is just like, you did a great job. You seem to be a lot tougher than I thought there, Shinso. That puts a smile on my face. Why'd you turn purple and sound like Josh Brolin? What are you talking about? But that puts a smile on my face. And she's just she's starting to get the little bit of a predatory look on her face because she does that. Her twerk's a dragon. She probably has a dragon-like appearance in some regard. Like that weird helmet she wears. Not really sure what that headdress is she wears. But she probably does have sharper teeth and all that. She's kind of maybe has like dragon-like eyes. It's like, all right, Gabite, I choose you, Gabite. Or Gabite, whatever Gabite sounds like. And the fight begins. Now these guys are still both fresh fighters still. So this still can go for quite some time. So Ryu basically smiles, sends out Gabite. He tries Hypnosis again, but Gabite uses Dig. Hypno's like, Hypno, watch out, he's going to come down on the ground. Too late. And then Gabite comes and lands Dig straight on Hypno. That does not tickle. Hits Hypno with a dragon. Which attack was that I gave it? I know what attacks I gave it, but when I wrote it down, it seems a little. What was the attack that I did? Dragon Claw. That was it. Dragon Claw. Hits Hypno with Dragon Claw. However, Hypno hits back with Psybeam. Lands a Gabite, but unfortunately, Gabite uses Slash. Hypno is able to dodge it, fortunately. And use Hypnosis, but again, he dodges with Dig. Hypno is taking a lot of hits and doesn't have much left. But Hypno's got one trick left of the season. We're not going to be able to win this one, Hypno, but we can at least pave the road for the others to win. Poison gas into the hole, quick! And basically fires poison gas straight into the hole that Gabite just dug. And even though Gabite comes out of the hole, boom, knocks out Hypno, boom. Gabite just Gabite is now poisoned. The winner is Gabite. All right, way to go. All right, I choose you, Ariados. And his shiny Ariados comes out. Again, he's got purple hair. Went with the shiny one. And she even comes like, ooh, that Ariados is shiny. That's very. You don't see many of those around. And it looks strong, too. All right, Ariados, let's do this. Shadow Snakes comes in, hits Gabite from behind. Gabite, blast back with Dragon Rage, which does hit Ariados, but remember, Dragon Rage only does a set 40 damage, so Ariados is still kicking pretty well. Then Ariados slams through the Dragon Rage, is being hit by with Nightshade, and knocks out Gabite, because without going into too much detail, all of her Pokemon are level in their 40s, plus all the hits the guy's taken and the poison. He doesn't come back from that. Gabite is unable to battle. The winner is Ariados. Woo! And Midoriya and Asui are just looking at it like, man, this is a back and forth battle. I know. What's worrying me is the fact that she's not worried at all. I mean, she's the gym leader, but I feel like she should be at least somewhat concerned that her Pokemon are going down, but she seems to be getting more and more excited. It is true. As you look at her, her smile is just kind of growing a little bit wider. And I was like, oh, how long has it been since someone's been able to give me a solid challenge like this? This really gets my juices flowing. That came out wrong, but this really gets the blood pumping now. Let's go! Sliggoo! I don't know what Sliggoo sounds like. I didn't watch the anime much farther past season Hoenn. Sliggoo, and all right, Ariados versus Sliggoo, and begin. So they go to clash, but we're now moving away from this right now. Don't worry, we will catch the tail end of this fight. I didn't want to go through it is an Iron Man match, much like the last gym is going to be, and I'll talk about the speculation on the final gym leader in a little bit. But I got to finish on the story. But we cut now back over to, I believe, it was High Peak Town. That was the name of it. God, you think I can remember the names I gave to my fictional places? Hi, Peaktown, yeah. And we see Overhaul is looking in a case, like a containment like unit, or at something, at two somethings in there. And he's like, it won't. He's just looking at it. He's like, it won't be long now. Soon the plans are going to come to fruition, and this world go back the way it should be, the way we want to be. As he says that, Shigaraki and Shigaraki comes in. I see you're getting comfortable here. I was like, oh, why such a harsh tone? You invited us after all. I invited you because we made an agreement, and I need you nearby in case and when you're ready to fulfill your part of the deal. Just try to overstay your welcome. And say, oh, I wouldn't dream of it. After all, Toga, Dabi, and Twice are more than capable of handling things. And then, Shigaraki actually gets a good look into the case and realizes, and actually, his eyes kind of widen a little bit. He's like, is that you didn't mention? You only gave me a little bit of the plan. I didn't realize it would involve something like this. How did you acquire them? That's none of your concern. All you need to know is that they're here. But the plan's not ready. Given the one there, I'm assuming you're aiming for the other two. Is that right? It's like, that's right. I mean, he grunts, but he's telling Shigaraki some of the things that he needs to know. Because it was clear that neither of them liked each other. But they're cooperating for their ultimate goals. Like, that's correct. That's correct. And he looks in and he looks in, and basically they're kind of one is in basically like a hibernative stasis. It's this little white and yellow pixie looking thing by the name Uxie. Or I've never was able to figure out how you pronounce it. Uxie? Anyway. And it's in a hibernated state. I assume you're going after the other two as well. Of course, they're integral. After all, knowledge is nothing without wisdom and emotions to govern them. And what about that one? What about it? It's the corner. She's the cornerstone. She, of course, they have. Pokemon have genders too, but she's the cornerstone. She is everything. My little Aerie. Aerie? I don't know. It's a nickname. It's a nickname I've grown accustomed to calling her. And we see another little pixie, but this one isn't the Lake Trio. This one is Celebi. And Celebi, unlike, I'm gonna say Uxie. Uxie. Celebi isn't in a stasis. Celebi is just kind of contained and scared. But because of what the container's doing, Celebi can't time travel out of there. Something is blocking its ability to time travel. And Overhaul is just looking at it and saying, it won't be long now. It won't be long. It won't be long. Now, what are Shigaraki and more specifically Overhaul's actual plans in this story versus how it compared to the My Hero Academia story? Well, I do have a concept for it. Don't worry. And clearly it involves the Lake Trios and Celebi. But we will get to that when we get to that. So that's the end of this chapter. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. And ideas for who would win. Star Wars, superhero, magic, whatever I do on the channel, be it Galactic Core, whatever. Put in the comments below. Let me know. I'll get to that at some point. Hit that bell if you want notification. As I said, I am considering doing that whole choose a fictional character and make a Pokemon team for them. So if you'd be interested in me doing that, put it in the comments below. Obviously, I've made my teams for these guys, but I'm willing to just make a video about the teams I chose for them again. And lastly, touching on the gym leader. Again, I won't tell you who the gym leader for the 8th gym is. Because it is one of my personal favorite My Hero characters. We all have our favorite, but it's one of my favorites. It's a fan favorite too. A lot of people are thinking it's Night Eye. Actually, that's the only theory someone's given me so far that it's Night Eye. It could be. It could not be. It could also be, who else could have been? I'm just gonna throw some names out there real quick just to stoke the fire. I already had Ozawa. Who else could I throw out there? I didn't really even consider that. Maybe it's Night Eye, maybe it's not. Wow, because Torino's the professor. It's not a villain. No, wait. I was about to say it could have been. It could be Best Jeanist. There you go. It could be Best Jeanist. Don't worry. We'll be getting that. It will be still a few chapters before we get to that, but we'll be getting that eventually. Don't worry. Until then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.